Hey guys, this is Pinaki signing again with another video today, and today we'll learn and see something about the NPA crisis happened in Yes Bank. You might have heard about the story about the Yes Bank happened in March. Okay, when the more and more number of people going to withdraw their money in the ATM, and there is a bank run happen. When I'm talking about bank run, it is basically it is basically a emergency situation on the people who are withdrawing the money. Okay, so what exactly happening to the Yes Bank? Why our money is not safe in our Yes Bank, and what exactly the history of Yes Bank? So today on this video, we'll learn and we'll see about what exactly happened to the Yes Bank. So if you want to know all these things, whatever I told you, stay till the end. It's a humble request from me. Okay, so if you think about the Yes Bank, it was started in 2004. Okay, it is the country's fourth largest bank, and in 2005 and in 2004 it was founded by two people. Okay, Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor, and in 2005 it was listed in BSE and NSE, Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, and in 2008 it is story take a u-turn. Okay, in 2008 what happened, uh, the the Ashok Kapoor, who was a co-founder of bank, went to Mumbai. 2026-11 attack in Mumbai. He was died over there. Okay, so due to the demises of Ashok Kapoor, there is the difficulties arises regarding the selection of board of directors. So what happened is, the Ashok Kapoor's wife, Ashok Kapoor's wife, whose name is Madhu Kapoor, and her daughter is Sagun Kapoor, was selected at board of directors in 2015. But if you see about the Yes Bank, in 2008 it was started giving the loans to the corporate. It started giving loan to the companies. Most important, the distress company. Okay, this distress company in the sense like the company which cannot give, doesn't have the capabilities to refund the loans. Okay, and it is recognized by the one of the global finance firm, that is UBS. Okay, it is recognized by the UBS, and in 2000 it was happening in 2008. Okay, in 2017 when RBI, Reserve Bank of India, I told you, right, RBI is the bankers bank and it is regulated all over the banks. When it's done its audit process, it see that the Yes Bank have a larger number of NPS. It's not that a larger number of NPS, it is fine. There is a difference between the NPA that is shown by the Yes Bank and the actual NPA it is happening, and which is called by the RBI is asset quality review. If it does by the RBI, and it find almost how many crores, it is almost 3000 crores in the asset quality review. It means that the number of NPA, the non-performing assets or bad loans, which is shown by the Yes Bank, and the actual number of bad loans, the difference is 3000 crores. So there is a doubt in case of what exactly happening in Yes Bank. Okay, so this has happened in the year of 2017, and in 2018. So when you see that there is various rating agency, right, care rating agency, and if you see the rating agency like Moody's, they had downgraded the share prices, and they downgrade the ratings of Yes Bank because of its irrecoverable loans. Okay, so the investors who are investing their deposits in a Yes Bank, they have to try to scrutinize the things, and they see the RBI interference because of the number of NPS occurred in the Yes Bank, and RBI take steps towards interfering in the Yes Bank. Okay, when the board of directors, when the shareholders try to keep the Rana Kapoor as the CEO for next term of 3 years, RBI decided to take and give a notice to step down Rana Kapoor by 2019. Okay, so what happened in 2019? In January, Navneet Gill, who's a new CEO of Yes Bank, was appointed, and in November the Rana Kapoor has sold all over his stakes of the Yes Bank. It's happened. Okay, that's happened in year of 2019. And if you think about March 2020, when the more number of NPS and occurs and the bank is not recoverable, RBI try to force a moratorium and try to restrict and it try to interference in the Yes Bank. Okay, more and more interference. So it give a notice to the all the depositors that you have to deposit only the 50,000 of your withdrawal amount, and there is a restrictions. Okay, so in case of emergency you can do more, but in case of not an emergency you can only withdraw the 50,000 amount. Okay, so why does then the question is why the such cases arise, what happened to the Yes Bank? Now why it said there is a number of NPAs. Okay, so when you think about an NPA is non-performing assets, nothing but a bad loans when giving loans to the public and public unable to refund that loans, and with the corporate unable to refund that loan, that's called a term as bad loans. Okay, so if you think about bad loans, definitely what about the loans was created by the Yes Bank, almost 60% of loans is given to the corporate loans and 30% as retail loans. Okay, that's called on bad loans. Okay, and if you think about bad loans, definitely NPA, think about we have another term which is called as NPL. Okay, so NPL is nothing but it's basically total number of bad loans divided by the total number of loans given by the bank, and it is stood as 8%, which is the second highest in the global, second highest in the global. If you think about developed country, US, UK, and UK, and there is an European country, there is bad loans only 2%, but if you think about the in our country the bad loan stood at 8%. And if you think about bad loan percentage, I'm telling, if you think about bad loan percentage, the 11% is always be a red mark. Okay, so it is so that your banks is not good at a recover position, and our bank is only recover only 20 to 30%, where the other country is able to recover 80% of their total loans. Our bank is only able to return the 80%. If you heard about the merger and acquisition about in public sector bank, right, in 2019. Okay, so that's why the number of bad loans, the government has decided to merger large number of banks, a small number of banks with the larger banks, so that NPA level will be decreased. That's why the SBI, State Bank of India, take all the is associated to its space SBI. That's why the lot of the public sector bank, if you see that there are different Bank of Baroda, Bank of Allahabad Bank, all these banks are merger to the larger banks. Okay, so 2019 it was happened. So now the question is, so how this NPL got created, how this 8% is a alarming mark. Okay, so how so much NPL has been created. Okay, because the bank has given the loans, most of the loans was given to the corporate, which are distressed corporate. Okay, so I will tell you what are the corporates was taking the loans from a bank. Okay, the corporates was taking the loans from a bank is basically KF Coffee Day, DHFL, Cox and Kings. Okay, Anil Ambani, Reliance Group, these are the corporates was taking loans from the bank. Okay, and if you see about other things, how the banks is earning through its loans, as I told you, corporate loans as well as the retail loans. So on the corporate and as well as the when you tell about the corporate loans, it's basically there is also a activity that bank has done is syndicate loans. Okay, syndicate loans means when there is a buyer and sellers, and their buyer doesn't know, buyer who wants to take buyers who want to deposit their money into a bank, and the seller who want to issue shares in order to raise money. So there is a bank which always act as an interfere between two. Okay, who charge free because they don't know each other, the buyers and sellers don't know each other. So Yes Bank is the bank which taken care of between buyer and sellers and charging fees. So on these loans, on these fees, banks have provided a lot of earnings, and as well as it also provided corporate loans to the distress. Okay, and various and the retail loans as well. Okay, so these are the loans has been got by the Yes Bank. But what happened is, when the Yes Bank is not able to recover the loans, the most of the loans is going to bad and bad again. Okay, that's created NPA, that's created Indians. Okay, and that's why it become a problem for the bank. And in 2020, the Rana Kapur, which is the CEO of bank, was arrested because of the money laundering cases by the CBI and Enforcement Direct. Okay, so they are giving loans to the illegitimate loans. Okay, not legitimate loans or illegitimate loans to the to the public or the corporates. Okay, so that is the way that we are living. Okay, now the question is, RBI put the restrictions, RBI posting the restrictions. Now the question is, why the bank is giving so much NBA after the RBI interference in 2017? Do you know that why the bank is giving a loans in 2018 and 19? The bank level of NPS increases because it is giving the more and more number of loans to the corporates. Okay, so why the bank is giving 2017 when the RBI sees that lot of NPS? Why? Because if you see the people who are giving the loans, basically the people who have the political interference. Okay, otherwise they are not giving that much of loans. Still, if the political interference, they are giving the lot of hints, and the later stages it become a NPA for the bank. Okay, so if you understood from that, right? Now the questions arises most among the peoples, why are our money is safe in the bank, or our money does, because if you are deposits a lot of money in the banking sectors, it is not be possible for you that you can withdraw all your money at the same time. Okay, so because there is a lot of number of people, so bank has to create a reserve, and the rest of money has to given as a withdraw, has to given as a loans. So what happened to the loans? What happened to the loans when became an NPA? Our money as deposits are safe in the bank. So if I think that, I cannot say 100%, but at least 80%, because if you know about the Yes Bank, it is the fourth largest of bank, and if you think about its deposits in, if you think about its deposits in the bank, it has almost 2 lakh crores of deposits. Almost 18,000 of people are working in the bank. So do you think government will try to failure this bank? If you try to failure, so more and more number of people leave the trust and faith over the banking sector, rather than putting money in bank. They want to keep the money with themselves. So our economic economic conditions, so economic condition of a country definitely affected. So in order to bail out this bank, RBI has pressurized SBI to purchase some stakes. Okay, so maybe the 49% of stakes will be purchased by the SBI. So how this SBI will purchase the 49 stakes, and why? Because if you SBI purchase 49% of stakes, definitely it will be helpful for the people who are investing the money, because they will know that government try to invest money and the share price will goes up and the bank will go to the better condition day in day out. Okay, that's why they are putting a lot of investment money, and some more investor will come, and if LIC want to come in future, that will definitely come. Okay, now the question is, where the money the bank get to invest into the Yes Bank? Do you think that bank has that much of deposits? I don't think so. It is the only our taxpayer money which SBI has to deposit. SBI has to invest in order to purchase the shares. Okay, do you think it is legal, or do you think it is right to take this in our taxpayer money, who as a citizen who wants to develop our country is invest in the distressed bank who are taking a bad loans? Is the right one or not? So that is I want to, that the question I want to force upon you to take the decisions. Okay, but meanwhile RBI has taken a lot of steps in order to revive this banking sectors, because it's more important. So your money, your deposit money will be safe, I say, an 80%. Okay, 70 to 80% definitely, but at that now you cannot withdraw all of your money, only the restriction 50,000 you have to withdraw. Okay, so hope you like my sessions, and that is all about the Reserve Bank of this is all about the Yes Bank history and the crisis happened at the Yes Bank, and hope you like my video and comment on it. Thank you so much for watching it.